Let's go bro, game ketiga ya. Twisted Mind melawan TNC bro.
I feel like I've seen him play it more than that, but maybe not. But this time we'll see if he's able to go ahead
Yawi-nya pakai
and
AK
pump
ya.
out that burst that we're used to seeing with the Kadita.
Oh, which reminds me, Yawi used to play that hero too.
Look at this, Zaida already vertical jungling. He's crossing over, and he went in unpunished, giving TNC a 500 gold lead.
Wow.
For nothing.
Wonder what the idea there was for Twisted Minds.
I mean, right now, Escalera kind of already has information, but he's already done what he has to do. So now checking out the items, and I mean the emblems, Hajizi, it's been a while, so we're seeing Rupture, the Pull Yourself Together 2. So we might be seeing a lot more Petrify combinations come in. You would really want to keep interrupting TNC from getting their momentum. This is a Flicker Akai too that we're talking about.
Yawi headbutting into that brush, forcing out a response. I think Twisted Minds was ready to collapse on him too.
Yeah, they're ready for it. Again, leading into this first turtle. A lot of kind of back and forth. Lancey almost with a level 4 should have a Feather Airstrike by the time this fight breaks out, unless... But Escalera will try to delay it. Takes a lot of shots.
No, Escalera down to a fifth of his health. Empathy the King looking to clap back. A lot of damage onto MP. And that's Lord JM flickering back. Doesn't go through the wall just yet. A lot of ult spent there.
Yeah, and Yawi's already level 4. So all the while that was happening, he wasn't there. He was getting his level 4. And fortunately for TNC, they were safe. No casualties whatsoever for Twisted Minds. And all ultimates were wasted for Twisted Minds since they weren't able to necessarily get a kill.
Clean scramble, leading to TNC getting a free turtle. They got that like that.
They got it like that because of the fact that Twisted Minds just really didn't connect on what they were looking for. And they might have, you know, attempted at least utilizing the ultimates they had. And once they lost all of them, TNC just knew, all right, we can go ahead and just clear this objective out. That they do. And so they hold on to a very minor lead right now. Twisted Minds still not too far from being able to set things up as we take a look at just how they rotate up here. Yawi's been given a lot of information too, but I would say at least for MP the King, he's pretty much keeping up this game. This game, at this point, in the previous game, he was already fallen behind. So as long as he continues to farm up, he's even got just, he's able to secure his buffs alone. The damage from a Joy has been pretty crazy when you look at the games when it's picked up. And so with that kind of speed, that kind of mobility and damage, Twisted Minds might be able to win the next turtle.
Oh no, Zaida jumps on Hajizi! The young Salik Imam didn't see that coming!
Sempat nyelam.
He was left alone in the mid lane. And I mean, we were supposed to, or I was supposed to mention too, that yeah, aside from the fact that MP the King can be able to keep up a bit more in this game, he can be playing a lot more connected alongside Escalera with the setups, and those are some of the possible plays from Twisted Minds, but not hopefully at the expense of always leaving Hajizi alone. TNC have been getting the kills onto this mid laner. He hasn't been setting up the surprises just yet, even on the Kadita.
Yeah, I think part of this too is just you're the dead lane and the XP lane for now, but it looks like Hajizi goes there. He might be setting up a pick here in the bottom.
Oh no!
Lord JM.
Lord JM flickering back, survives with the extra shield.
Wah, masih ada shield putihnya.
Thank God for that Badang's passive, he lives.
And now you don't have rough waves, so that's information that TNC can just go get this turtle.
And another sequence of plays that allow for TNC to get a Lord from underneath Twisted Mind's nose. Because they were fighting elsewhere.
Ya, full plating gini, guys.
Yeah, Twisted Minds does wail away at the gold down in the XP lane. That allows for them to equalize, but how is Lord JM doing this? How is he taking on two dudes at once?
He's literally just hanging out there. How is he still there? They might go for it again.
One more time, round 2.
Gila, Lord JM.
Cracking him, breaking him, and he still lives!
Oh, man.
Twisted Minds, they're settling for the trades, but even then, they aren't able to make the most out of it. It's actually TNC Pro Team who might be the ones to get a turret off of Twisted Minds first. Lord JM on the Badang. He doesn't seem to be threatened at all. And Yawi's been doing a great job, even on the Akai, just making sure that everyone in Twisted Minds is within vision.
It's crazy because what Yawi's mostly doing is just staying in bushes. Like, he's just prepping the headbutt, There is going to be a
Kepret.
conceal. There's a jump, though. Wings by wings on out, and there's the response, Yawi.
Yawi
Nah,
looking for one
habis pindah.
flicker and a heavy spin
Mahal
serving
sih.
up James to the
Oh,
rest
GG.
of TNC. Lancey goes down, traded out for, and the way the dragon by Escalera goes in very low. Does back
Zaidanya, bro.
up, fires off a few more shots, serving up a kill to Zaida. Traded out for 2 for 2 so far. Yawi
tipis
lives,
banget, bro.
but just barely.
Oh, that was a close call too for Yawi. But Lancey and Zaida are down. Those are two important members from TNC. And MP the
Kermit ya.
King,
Wah, mahal sih.
he was just able to dance so well around the members of TNC, using the electrifying beats right in time to take down these two key members. Even Hajizi, prior to that fight which happened near their tier 1 turret, his timings on the rough waves, it was just perfect. It was timed at a moment where Lancey had no purify. But speaking of
MP the
Lancey,
King.
Speaking of Lord JM,
Oh, more action up top. We didn't see it coming. Kozen goes down. What?
Turtle terakhir ya.
Lord JM, he took down the mid turret. He kills MP the King.
Tapi Lord
Look
JM
at
kalau
this
udah
guy.
dikasih
Who's gonna
badang
stop
ngeri
him
ya,
right
guys.
now?
okay.
Well, Twisted Mind's gonna try. He's got 3 on his tail. Yawi pushing back on him. Escalera here, sandwich between members of TNC. Zaida secures the turtle first before the fight breaks out. Yawi with a heavy spin, putting him up against the wall.
Gila.
Looking for that spin finish. He gets knocked up, taken
Yawi
down here by
mati.
Outplayed. Third airstrike pushing back the rest of Twisted Minds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yawi does go down, but at least, you know, Twisted Mind gets a kill there.
Yep, he just probably really blocked off the way. There weren't enough members, or there wasn't enough damage yet from TNC to take down James, which was the one targeted with the heavy spin. But then Escalera was there too, trying to zone or actually get some information from TNC. It just keeps on repeating. The fights are getting separated, and that does not favor Twisted Minds at all.
It's crazy because of just how much damage Lord JM's doing at this point in the game. He's got Oracle, he's got the Thunderbelt, right? And he's a threat. And he's gonna go ahead and stay on this side of the jungle with the rest of TNC. And they want to make the work happen here already for this buff.
Escalera here tries to catch Lancey. No dice. He gets
Escalera
pushed
mati
into a
dong.
wall, serving up a kill to Kozen. And
Oh,
Hajizi
Kozen.
finding Kozen, walking away like a smooth criminal.
Yeah, we didn't even use his heavy spin during the entire time. It feels like for TNC, the person assigned
Gila,
to
Zaida
either
kenyang dong.
disrupt and defend or protect his teammates is mostly just really Lord JM. But he's doing more than just that. And Yawi always tries to reserve his skills, his ultimate, to engage and to set up against a member or two from Twisted Mind. So it hasn't reached a point where TNC are forced to use their skills defensively. They're playing this exactly the way they want to.
Yeah, it's funny because literally Yawi is just cosplaying like a ward right now. Like he is just Vision, and he even went the Athena Shield first item because the most threat over here is literally Hajizi
Oh,
for
Lord
him right
pertama,
now.
guys, ya.
And he can go ahead and continue to build up these defensive items, but now that the Lord is up, his defensiveness is going to help him out, but also just locking someone down at this angle. The odd angles we're so used to seeing Akai's find. And with the help of having Lord JM and just the massive amount of damage Lord JM's been able to do, that's something that Twisted Minds has to watch out for. There's Yawi just checking things out. Athena's shield there to help him out. So still no commitment just yet. We'll spot out two from the upper side. They might press the go here on the Lord now, though.
Lancey presses the button here, firing off, gets cancelled. The AOG
Wih.
purifying out of that one. In comes
Purify.
Escalera. James down to 5th of his health.
Escalera.
Pick up Escalera. Kozen gets a
Gila,
kill.
Outplayed.
Outplayed as well. Way in the back line. Finds Lancey. Yawi
Outplayed.
chasing him with a spins.
Zaida satu hit
Twisted
sih.
Mind secures the Lord without a trade, though. Taking down Outplayed. Who is this? All the way back.
Lord
my God.
James.
James goes down. And Hajizi's still
Haji
alive, but
ngapain,
just barely. 4 for 1. And a Lord. Twisted Minds walking away. I'm not too sure they're happy with that.
Yeah, it took so much from TNC to get to shut down Outplayed, who was able to use the heavy crossbow in a almost perfect position. But just the same, even despite that Lord secured by Twisted Minds, it cost them 4 members. Then TNC are now just able to clear out the Lord even before it gets to do anything to any of their turrets. So Twisted Minds aren't able to do much with this Lord. And looking at the instant replay, the
Escalera.
fight was kind of separated. It started from when Escalera was able to go in with the flicker Jeet Kundo, but not pursuing the targets, not going in for the way of the dragon. He didn't seem to find the right person, and from that point onwards, Twisted Minds was just unable to respond, and they were unable to carry out whatever he started.
Yeah, and again, even as we take a little breather here, I don't know the last time that I saw Bedang on the top of the damage charts, man.
And he's not even building damage.
He's not even building damage.
People just keep rotating towards him.
They're just like, here, go ahead and just punch me.
Try.
And he keeps punching them back, but he lives.
Man, all the fist cracks and the fist breaks, man. Right now,
He's
too.
on his way to a brute force breastplate.
Yes. He is about as tanky as it gets on this Bedang, still pumping out the damage. They're going to set up. We're still a minute and plus away from that Lord, so we'll see if TNC actually wants to go for a pickoff, or even if it's Twisted Minds. Escalera gets some information. He's going to be a little bit more risky here because he's got the immortality at least now. So far, it's just holding down the mid lane. That little minor advantage of keeping up that tier 1 turret, though. Twisted Minds might want to start taking some of these turrets down if they can.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to the team fights that can happen later on, Twisted Minds right now, they are likely confident enough and equipped to really engage, look for the back lines, let Escalera do his thing, because MP the King will be able to provide the damage anyways. And once that happens, it wouldn't be so great for TNC to split up, unlike what we've been seeing in the previous games, because you would want the heavy spin to bring the opponents, or to put the opponents in a position that will be easier for your teammates to throw out the damage. But what has been happening is, if he either doesn't get the right targets, he gets the tanky ones, or he just uses the heavy spin and keeps trying to chase for either Outplayed or MP the King. But these two heroes are just so high in mobility, I don't think the heavy spin can actually keep up.
Okay. Lord is up now. Outplayed, picking up a Wind of Nature. Keep an eye on their positioning alongside Escalera. TNC knows it. They'll go ahead and check that side, keeping it together. Hajizi also ready to pull the trigger if they need to. They might do it here.
Escalera with a concealed play, push in Lancy out of that brush. And the answer by Yawi, coming through. Lord J with a flicker of his own, does not pull the trigger. There's still massive ults here for both sides. Escalera pushed out. Zaida wailing away at the Lord. James holding on his AOG.
They're going to go for it. Half health now on the Lord. Can they contest it?
Down to a 10th. Who's going to get it? Zaida secures. Retribution. Hajizi. Pop by Lancy. Point blank. Feather down. Double kill for Lancy. Escalera got to go down here as well. TNC. Clean. Save for Yawi. He gets a spin finish on him. 1 point for Twisted Minds. As TNC march down mid.
Kozen did such a great job poking Outplayed, forcing him to retreat and regain some HP before re-engaging, but it was too late for the Twisted Minds.
This could be the end angle.
They're going for it. Like a phoenix rising through the flames. MP the King down. They're going to go for it. An extreme finish. Violence upon Twisted Minds base. There's still minions left. TNC taking their time.
They're still in the game. They're still in the game. They're going to clear out the Lord here. But TNC gets 2 of the base turrets. Not sure if they get that last one. But it looked really dicey there for Twisted Minds. Able to stay in the game, but man, TNC with a dominant team fight.
Yeah, I mean, they
mulai panik juga
have
guys
to
ini
worry
Twisted
about
Mind.
the damage coming in from Twisted Minds anymore. Again, going back to the idea that once Lancy was able to spot out both Escalera and Outplayed, since they were together earlier, then Kozen was just able to constantly throw out the Death Sonatas, make sure that Outplayed wasn't full HP anymore, wasn't comfortable enough to engage in the team fight that was about to happen in the next few seconds. So just as Outplayed was trying to regain some of his HP, targeting some of the jungle creeps, that was when TNC decided to engage. It wasn't even perfect for them. There was a flicker fist break from Lord JM which did not entirely connect. But once they were able to out-sustain or stay longer in the fights, once they were the ones who had the higher damage output, then it just worked so well for TNC.
Yeah, with this lead that they have themselves now, it looks like they at least just want to get this last turret, and then I expect them to go set up for the Lord about a minute away. Feathered airstrike being used artillery-wise. Conceal's going to be used.
Yawi looking for
Yawi?
Oh, Escalera.
catch
Yes.
here. The flank by Twisted Minds. Is this the one they wanted? Heavy
Set.
spin coming through. MB the King dealing a lot of damage. Yawi
Lord
displacing
Jam.
MB the King. The King falls. The kick by Escalera. Zaida
Lah.
taken down. Double kill for Outplayed. Down goes
Frozen.
Yawi. Down goes
Woi,
Jojo
woi,
as
WON,
well.
WON.
Outplayed not gonna
Duh,
survive.
gila,
With
maniac.
the nature not gonna help you against these two. Kozen is a
Sepeknya
maniac.
jauh banget,
Coulson
sepeknya.
is online with a
Anjay.
maniac, and you see the cam in the room. They're ready to go for the victory.
That's the last
Haji.
inhibitor in the pocket. A burst finish by TNC on the
Logo,
horizon.
sepek.
Hajizi fighting for his life, holding through.
Lama, guys,
By
sepeknya.
Lord JM, and underneath the base, some minions, some damage.
Haji.
AOG
Langsung NC,
from
fokus
Jay.
NC.
It's
Nah,
not gonna
GG,
last
guys.
longer.
Siapa itu,
TNC
Yawi.
continuing to rise, 2-1.
And TNC
Gel, anjay,
will maintain their streak now at 3-0 after the victory against Twisted Minds.
Aduh, ya entertain lah guys. Harus
Maniac
gitu
to
guys,
finish
biar
off
dapat
the
spotlight
reverse
bro.
sweep.
Mahal.
What a way to close out the series.
With a groove and flair to finish on top.
GG sih guys ya. Kausennya sih guys, GG guys. Outplay dari Yawi juga GG banget dan meng-outplay ya. Oke lah, kita lanjut ke game selanjutnya guys ya. Ini fans TNC jadi banyak banget guys ya gara-gara Yawi dan yang lainnya juga bro. GG bah. Oke lah, kita lanjut ke game selanjutnya guys ya. Bye.